She'll ask you lots of questions to find out who you are, to make you feel like a star. She doesn't care if you animate on the ones or the twos. She just wants to get to know the real you. Here we go.
Hello, I'm the animator's friend, India Lombardi-Bello. Thanks for tuning into my show. I'm recording this on Friday, January 30th, the day of the ice out. And I'm iced out. I'm iced out here. I'm going to do my best not to dilly-dally today because I want us to just enjoy my chat with my guest, Julian Glander. He is a 3D artist, and he has an incredible feature film out now called Boys Go to Jupiter. The logline being a teenager in suburban Florida desperately hustles to make $5,000 in this dreamy and surreal animated coming-of-age story. Me and all the homies have been fans of Julian Glander for a really long time. So when we heard that he had a feature film out, we were just like, oh my God. And just like the film for me, like really just like exceeded expectations. I mean, I think that like I went into it knowing that, you know, I was going to enjoy like the look of it and that there would be like, you know, humor and music that was like fun. I don't think it dawned on me just how good it could be. And it was just so good. And like just me and my friends were just like laughing and screaming in the theater. I will dare to say maybe one of my favorite movies that I've seen, you know, in the last few years. And I one of my friends I was talking to, my friend Lila Milgram, and she's not even like in animation. And she was like obsessed with it. And she's like, we need more movies like this. There needs to be more green lighting projects like this. So highly recommend. It's available on video on demand now. It's also like, I think you can watch it on airplanes as well. And I think it's still maybe every once in a while can see it in the theater. It's like, I can't recommend it enough. The film is up for a Film Independent Spirit Award in the John Cassavetes category, which I think it's like films that are made on like a budget. So rooting for Julian. The award ceremony is taking place on February 15th, Sunday. We recorded this conversation shortly after like New Year's. So some New Year's related chat felt very relevant at the time. And also just something that I feel compelled to say because of the timing of when we recorded the episode versus when it's coming out is I opened the door for us to talk a little shit about Phil Collins. And at the time that seemed fine, but then I was watching, I'm known to watch Entertainment Tonight from time to time. So this week I was watching Entertainment Tonight, and he came out saying that like he's been going through some like really severe health struggles in the last several years. And I was just like, oh my God. I was just like freshly working on this episode and I was like, it's perfect. And then now I'm just like, I feel so bad. I said, like, I feel so bad. So, you know, I think my main gripe was just like, I'm not a big fan of his music, but, you know, I might think his music's overrated, but his life is not overrated, you know. So I'm happy to share that I, in addition to my Camp Snap partnership, which Camp Snap is the screen-free digital camera that has like a filmic look that I really love. I also now have another little partnership with Podbean. Podbean is the podcasting platform that I use to distribute my episodes. When I got the idea for this podcast, I was like, oh, like that was like the only thing that I felt like I didn't know anything about, was like, how do I actually get the podcast out there? There's so many different platforms and everything. So I was like talking to friends about it. And my friend Michael Dendero, previous guest on the podcast, he had a podcast called Lost Signal Society, which is like a audio drama. So he had recommended Podbean to me, and I've been on that platform ever since. And I recommend it. It just feels like a great place to get started with podcasting. So there's a few things that you could do with Podbean. If you're interested in starting your own podcast, you can start one. If you are like, I don't know, a boss, you can get like, sometimes like companies like have a need for internal like podcasting related services like within a company. Or I guess if you're also like maybe a podcasting studio, like having an enterprise account for Podbean maybe makes sense. And then if you want to advertise on Podbean podcasts, you can join the ad marketplace. So for all these things, there are links in the show notes for you to sign up for Podbean how you see fit. If you sign up to use Podbean, you get a 1 month free trial with the link. And as always, there is a link to get a Camp Snap camera for $5 off. Also at the link in the show notes. Let's go to my chat with my new friend, Julian Glander. So first and foremost, are you like, you're, okay with me recording, ultimately publishing our chat with like, just like some very light, editing, just, but never like disrupting like the integrity of what you actually like said to me.
You imagine if you did that? That'd be crazy. It would actually be just a crazy thing to do. Someone in the world of animation should be like going like Fox News mode with it. Like getting animators on here, twisting our words.
Yeah.
I'm always kind of saying there should be more drama in animation.
Yeah.
Like I can't really think of recently like a beef that's taken over the community. In comics, it happens all the time. Everyone's fighting every day.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Yeah, I feel like animators are so like nice. So, like I feel like they're very like, they tend to be like a little diplomatic. Like they might like not like someone or something, but they like won't say it.
No, completely introverts, non-controversial, non-confrontational. Yeah, that's the psychological profile. But what if that's about to change today? Yeah,
it's got to be you. You have to start it. You have to get us going.
I'm trying to think who I would beef with. Who's an animator that I could really beef? I don't know. You're right. It's all nice people. I would just look really bad if I did that.
Well, we'll see what happens over the course of this conversation. Something that I realized just in kind of preparing for our conversation, Boys Go to Jupiter is like a New Year's movie.
Yes.
So it feels like really good timing to be talking with you about it. You're like kind of in like full kind of campaign mode right now, right? For award season stuff.
I don't know if I am.
Okay.
I think I'm good. I think I might not be in campaign mode. I think our Oscar hopes are have floated away at this point. They announced the Annie Awards and we didn't get nominated for anything.
Yeah.
But the movie was nominated for this Film Independent Spirit Award, which is nice.
That's great. Yeah.
I don't know if I'm supposed to be campaigning. I'm definitely not. Like, I'm not sure what they would even be to do.
I mean, it's just, I guess, doing stuff like this.
Well,
right?
It's kind of nice. It is an excuse. What it is like, and this is true anytime you're releasing a project, it is an excuse to go on a podcast that you're a fan of or reach out to a journalist or whoever and like be a little like I think there's like a sweet spot where it feels kind of good to be self-promoting or like kind of righteous and not so cringe. Like it is nice to have a reason. So so any big shot awards voters out there, please consider Boys Go to Jupiter.
Yes.
Please think about if you really want K-pop Demon Hunters to go home with every award this season. You know, don't you think maybe they have enough, and maybe it's time for the underdogs to get 1 or 2 awards?
Yeah. And I mean, last year was like such a big year for independent cinema in general, but then also animation. So it's like, I think we should, you know, kind of keep it rolling in the independent.
Every year a Blender movie has to win the Oscar.
Yeah.
And they should just go ahead and make that the rules.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's a good rule. But yeah, I mean, I've said it, I think, to you before on email that like just obsessed with the film, like just the writing is incredible and the voice acting. And sometimes like when you get like celebrities to do voice acting, it's just like, you know, like just a name thing rather than like actual like great voice acting, but like the voices are so incredible as well.
Oh,
like just
thank
like
you. We put them to work. We really put the cast to work and made them. No, that's not really true, but everyone really did deliver.
Yeah.
That's very nice of you to say. It's definitely the thing that I'm proudest of about the movie is how great the cast is that we were able to pull together. And then they really did just like deliver. Like, you know, Jack Corbett kind of rewrote the movie with me in the booth, and Joe Pera brought something really special that I think people really like to see. And I learned a lot from the actors coming in too. Like, one thing that kind of I took away, we are in the podcast right now, right?
Yes.
Okay. I didn't know if we had like not started, and I was like just talking to you like psychotically, like as if I was on a podcast, but we were just having a conversation. Like, okay, I feel like basically every single actor in the movie like really showed up like having done homework, like having read the whole script through, even if they just had one scene, and like made notes, and like even the way that actors are able to take direction. I was kind of like, I need to be developing that skill in my like illustration projects and animation projects going forward. Like when you're in the audio booth and like as an actor, like if I delivered a line and then you said to me like, okay, you need to do that 10% slower, or like, oh, can you do that a little sadder, a little faster? I would be like, oh, you hate me. Like, you're so mad at me. I quit. I can't do it. Like I completely in the past sometimes have like crumpled under criticism, and the ability to be a little more resilient, or like to understand that as part of the job, and not take it so personally, is like obviously a tool for success. And I think like, well, I have a lot of takeaways from it, but I really love my actors. I want to be a better collaborator like they were. So I'm trying to be more like them when I get notes from a client and I'm pissy about it.
I find sometimes when I feel like I have to like give criticism or like trying to set something straight, it's like, I feel like we are scared of saying it and it not being received well. But I think that like the fact that you're like thinking about it that way like shows that like you're going to be thoughtful and like giving good feedback, you know what I mean? Like I feel like, I don't know,
I hope so. I was on a bit of a power trip when I was directing. Because this was my first time ever being in a recording studio was working on this movie. And there's all this stuff like there's like a button that you hold in your hand, and like when you're pressing the button, they can hear you. And when you let go of the button, they can't hear you. And it's there's something about it's like the ring from Lord of the Rings where I was like, I have the button. Yeah. I'm completely in charge here. I'm so not used to being in charge. Or like there's an assistant here who will bring me as many Diet Cokes as I want. It was just, I don't even have to say, I was like, I could write it down on my notepad, Diet Coke, and hand it to him and get that. Like that was getting to my head a little bit. So I do understand why, or I would say like, I'm admitting like that there's a darkness in me that I have seen in a lot of my clients where it's like, oh, you're enjoying having a little bit of power over me as a lowly illustrator animator, for this little magazine or whatever it is.
Yeah.
And the movie's kind of about that too. It's about like the little power trips that people go on when they're like ordering food. Yes. Or like the way that like we are all so unempowered in our lives that we can take it out on each other in really silly ways sometimes.
Definitely.
But I don't, again, it's sounding like I abused the cast. I don't know. Get them on here and we'll see. We'll get their take on it and see.
This is also maybe where the drama, the animation world drama begins.
It's me. I'm going down. Yeah.
And then, of course, beautiful, just like the visuals, the colors, and the music, which you do a lot of the music too, right?
Yes.
Yeah. And I was when I was like thinking back on the music, the thing that sticks out to me the most, which I feel like a lot of people aren't talking about, is the egg song.
Nobody's talking about that.
Thank you. Yeah. It's like, it kind of makes me cry.
I'm so glad you said that. Again, though, I think it is I can't even take that much credit for it. I wrote the egg song. So to back it up to anyone who hasn't seen the movie Boys Go to Jupiter, which is now available on video on demand.
Yes.
So maybe it will be a good time to pause and rent it, because we will get into spoilers here. The egg song is a kind of a folk ballad that's sung by Grace Kulenschmidt at sort of the emotional height of the movie. And I had written it and made a demo and sent it to her and said, like, I kind of want like a Daniel Johnston type thing, like this sort of like unskilled, like really raw, like you don't have to hit the notes perfectly. And Grace plays a character called Freckles. And she said, I don't think Freckles would listen to Daniel Johnston. I think he would listen to Machine Gun Kelly.
Oh my God. That's hysterical.
So I said, well, okay, let's do it the Machine Gun Kelly way. And that is sort of what we ended up with for this song.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So good. It being the emotional height of the film, like the singing of it is just like, oh. But
well, she really went for it.
Yeah. But even just like the lyrics of just like, because what it's like, we were an egg.
Right. It starts with like, he's singing about the different ways you can have eggs for breakfast. And then it comes into this bigger thing of like, we are all eggs. Like we all come from eggs.
Yeah.
But that was also, we'll have to get into this at some point. So I guess we can get into it now. One of the big things that powered the writing of this movie was that I had just gotten some baby ducks and I was getting their eggs and raising them and thinking that's kind of where the egg song comes from. Yeah,
beautiful. Do you find that so you're eating the duck eggs?
Yes.
Do you feel like, because duck eggs are delicious and they're big, which is nice, but I feel like they make my stomach upset, and apparently it's like a thing. It's like a common problem.
I've heard this. I think it's psychological. No, I'm saying I'm gaslighting you. I'm saying you're actually not allergic. You are saying that for some reason. I have heard this a lot. To me, they're no different from chicken eggs. And if you gave me one of my duck eggs versus a chicken egg from the store, I wouldn't be able to tell you the difference.
Interesting. Okay. Maybe I'll revisit it. We'll see.
I'll give you some eggs next time I see you, because I always have more than I need. I'm always trying to get rid of them.
That's the plight.
That's the duck man's quandary, as it's known.
Yes. All right. So, there's a million things out there about the film. We like to focus more on like the silly, goofy stuff. So let's get into the questionnaire. So because it's a New Year's movie, because all these questions are a surprise for you, which is I'm excited about.
I'm excited too. I can't believe people actually want the questions in advance.
Most people want the questions in advance, and it surprises me.
It's more work. It's more to think about.
I know. People,
animators.
They want the control.
They want homework is what it is.
Yeah. Number 1, what's the first song that you listened to in 2026?
Oh, the first song that I listened to. I'll go ahead and look on my Apple Music.
Oh, yeah. Makes sense.
If I can get into the data here.
Yeah.
It's all like Raffi and like Wheels on the Bus. I have a 1-year-old baby, so it's gonna be the actual. I probably didn't even need to check that. She's into this song now called One Little Finger. I think it's new. I don't think it's like a classic from when we were growing up. But I won't sing it for legal reasons, copyright reasons. But it's basically one little finger. You do some activities with the finger. It goes up, down, and then you put the finger on the different parts of your body. So she's learning. It's sort of a modern take on head, shoulders, knees, and toes, I would say.
Sure. I wonder, I wonder if there was something problematic about head, shoulders, knees, and toes.
What could it be? Well, I have always felt it's like, it's not a comprehensive, it's sort of random what's in the song Head, Shoulders, Knees, and Toes. Like, I don't feel like you walk away from that song knowing your body that much better.
Yeah,
that's my note.
True. Yeah, so maybe more comprehensive. Yeah. Okay. 2, what's the first thing that you ate in 2026?
I have been working through this huge tray of croissants from Costco. I bought too many of them. And so it's been like sort of a race to finish the croissants before they expire. So I've been having pretty much 2 croissants every day, again, somewhat against my will, or like, I guess it's like kind of gives an interesting structure to the day to be like, good morning. Time to figure out how you're going to have your croissants today. So first thing I ate was probably a croissant with jam.
Very nice. Is it?
No, wait. No, it was a bagel. Because because we were going to have a New Year's Eve party, and I decided I really didn't want to, and then we had a New Year's morning party instead.
Oh, that's so
we
nice.
had bagels and coffee for everyone.
Very nice. Can you get a good bagel in Pittsburgh?
It's not New York. I have a friend who has a bagel shop here called Pigeon Bagels that I really like. That's down the road from my house, but it's not New York, and it's never going to be. And in general, the food here in Pittsburgh it's not New York. There's just a lot of things you can't really get, or I don't know. In New York, you can walk outside and you have everything like walking distance from you that you could ever dream of. And it's like pretty much all good, I would say. Like, that is not the case here.
Yeah. Yeah. For the croissants, are they the kind that you have to heat up, or is it like ready to go?
It's like, the big clamshell tray that you would see at a continental breakfast or something.
Yeah,
I'm so sick of them.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm like recently started going to Costco, and I don't think I'm very good at it.
You're still figuring out like your rhythm.
I don't get it. I see people zooming through the store. They all have they seem to have routes that they go down. They're avoiding certain aisles. They know what's a good deal. There's podcasts about this.
Are there?
There's whole, there seems to be an ecosystem around everything, obviously. But
true.
there's a whole world of this is what you should get at Costco. This is what's sneakily not a good deal. This is the best thing ever. Go run out and get one today. Get these sweatpants, not these sweatpants. Yeah, it's too much. It's too much to think about.
We'll move on to 3. What's the first show or movie or some other kind of media that you watched in 2026?
I've been watching this show on the Hallmark Channel called Finding Mr. Christmas. And basically, the Hallmark movies and how it's a girl from the city goes home and there's always a hunk. And this is like a reality competition show to find the next hunk. So they basically take 10 hunks and it's sort of like America's Next Top Model, where they do Christmas themed challenges and then someone is eliminated every week. And then the winner gets to be in a Hallmark movie. What are
the redeeming qualities of this show for you?
None. It's slop. I would say it's slop. It passes the time.
Yeah.
No, there are no redeeming qualities. It's complete garbage TV. The redeeming quality is it makes time pass, and my eyes are sort of glazed over as I watch it.
I feel like that is redeeming, though. Because I feel like I still I feel like I'm one of the only, which it can't be true, but it feels like I'm one of the only people that still watches the Kardashians, and it's mostly just because it really turns my brain off in this really beautiful way that nothing else quite does.
Yeah, I think there's something to be appreciated about really good slop. Are you a multitasker though? Are you also drawing or getting things done while you stream?
Usually if I'm watching something, I'm usually watching it, but sometimes I will knit while I'm watching TV.
Okay, I think I need to do that. Yeah. To make myself feel better about it.
Do you knit?
No. It's a new year. It's a good resolution. Like, I could be knitting.
Totally.
Or do people ever lie on here?
Yeah.
Do people ever? Okay, so yeah, I'm getting really good at it.
Okay. Number 4. What's your sign?
I'm Cancer.
Cancer.
Yeah.
Do you feel like a little insular?
I don't know. I used to be I got kind of into this stuff for a while. I was reading CoStar every day. I've kind of have not kept up with it because I feel that the horoscope is pretty much saying the same thing every day for me. Or no, that's not even fair. I'm not someone who really can get into it, but I wish I could. What about you?
Like just in terms of my...
Well, what's your astrological...
My situation?
Situation, yeah.
I'm a Gemini, and my rising and my moon are both Scorpio, which is a crazy combination of things to be. But
do you find that to be like accurate descriptor of you?
I feel like it can be. Like I feel like Gemini is like social and like it's like, easy to kind of talk to whoever, but like then maybe like harder to get to know like for real because they're kind of like fronting a little bit.
You're hidden behind the veil of the podcast host.
Yes, exactly.
Asking all the questions, but then,
My friend said because of the Scorpio in me, they were like, it's very Scorpio to like ask somebody to reveal everything about themselves and you reveal nothing about yourself.
Well, okay. I listened to a couple episodes and obviously you do reveal things about yourself.
Sure. Drips and drabs.
Do you find that being a podcaster has like affected your personality outside of podcasting? Like, are you kind of taking it home with you?
I think about it a lot because I am like scared about it. Like if it's
you like
affecting
start
me.
talking to your mom like you're a podcaster. Like,
I feel like sometimes I feel like sometimes I get maybe a little bit more fatigued with like conversation, than I think I used to. And I think it's because I do put out like a lot of effort, like social effort in these situations.
You're like, I should be getting paid for this. This is bullshit.
But like, as a good example, I had a podcast interview yesterday and then I was talking to you today. And then I went on like a first date last night and I was like, I should have never gone on that date. Like I was like, it's too much, like I had a choice with the date and I just shouldn't have done it. You know what I mean? Because it was like, it was too much. It's too much, for me.
Too much chit chat in one day. Yeah. I think most animators can relate to that.
So yeah, it's like stuff like that, but I don't think it's changed how I talk to people. I sometimes get insecure that like, because in the podcast, I'm asking a lot of questions that if somebody's like meeting me for the first time and maybe I'm like not being as curious in that moment that they're like, she must be a bad podcaster.
I have the tendency, I walk away from conversations thinking that I didn't ask enough questions. Like,
yeah.
Which is kind of, it's just like kind of, I feel like it is a typical male thing to do. Like, not ask questions. So that's maybe why I'm so self-conscious about it. So I'm trying to be more of a question asker in 2026. So what do you think of
you're
that?
asking lots of questions.
I don't know I'm also like, what's the right number of questions to ask you? Because if we learn everything about you in this one episode, we might as well wrap the show up. That's kind of part of the thing that keeps people coming back is like, well, we learned about this animator. We also learned a little more about this sort of the season-long mystery of India, the overarching series plot here.
Yeah. No, you're right. I need to retain mystery for sure, for the longevity of the podcast.
And again, this is a lying encouraged space. This is a space where we can lie. Yeah.
Okay. Number 5, what is your latest fixation?
My latest fixation. It's a really good question. I have been really into Okay, I have one that I just quit, which is
Oh.
I have been logging in. This is making me sound like I'm like 15. Like everything that I'm into is complete slop. I was logging so much Fortnite that I had to get rid of my Nintendo. I had to move it to another location and lock it up. I was playing like it was becoming a full-time job.
Yeah.
And so I'm sort of like, I'm a little between fixations. I do a lot of puzzles now in the morning. You know, I do the New York Times puzzles, which again is kind of like, oh, duh. Oh, boring, you know, thing to do. But yeah, I'm really big on puzzles.
I know it's not maybe a latest fixation, but I do see on, Instagram your fixation of gardening.
Oh my God. And we're so far away from it right now.
Yeah.
We're so many months away from just a nice day where I can get out there and dig around in the dirt. Yeah, that's been a long going one. I kind of started a little bit before the pandemic. And then I'm also becoming like, I'm trying to stop myself from becoming too nostalgic about the pandemic because I think eventually we are all going to completely forget how bad it was. And that time will be remembered as like a peaceful kind of kooky, silly time. And I also do catch myself being like, what if we had another one? You know, like we'll never have another lockdown, but what if we just did what if there was no coronavirus, no disease, but we said, let's do lockdown again just to do it.
Just to challenge ourselves.
Just to have some time. Cause I remember that moment like early 2020 where people were like, oh, we're going to have 2 weeks off. And we so need that.
Yeah.
We so need that as a society right now. Just breathe for a second and just reevaluate. What if we did lockdown in remembrance for like 2 weeks out of every year? I think that's a good idea.
Yeah,
just
like because
everything closed.
When did it start? It was like March, right?
Like March. So what if from 2 weeks in March every year it's like the grocery store is closed, school's closed, work is closed, internet is turned off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's a good idea.
Can we? How many influential politicians listen to this podcast? Can we make it happen?
I'll have to figure that one out. See who's listening in DC. But there's got to be somebody.
It's got to be reaching the right ears.
Yeah. I think so. Okay, 6. What's your greatest extravagance?
My greatest extravagance. Ooh, I feel like I do have a lot of extravagances. We've already talked about the croissants, so that's not
very extravagant.
This is one I was actually debating if I want to talk about this. I think because it's to me, it's so extravagant. It's my big extravagance in life. I bought a house last year.
Yeah.
And it has a pool.
Wow.
And that is every time I'm in the pool, I'm like, this is the height of luxury.
Yeah.
This is like, I don't deserve this. I'm like the king here. This is so opulent.
Yeah.
But that's my big extravagance is having a pool.
That's really nice.
It's nice. And I actually like cleaning it and taking care of it more than I like swimming in it.
Well, it's kind of like gardening.
It is. And it's, you know what it is? What I really like are sweeping related tasks, like vacuuming the pool or like skimming the top of it. Like that is the same as having a Zen garden or sweeping in the house. I think like a sweeping related chore is like, for me, a top tier chore. Do you have any chores that you like doing?
Good question. As you were talking about that, I was like, that is a good question to ask people. Like, what's a chore that you like?
What's a chore that you don't hate? Because there's some I really I neglect, but.
I like doing laundry.
Yeah.
But like, I would like it more, like I do have laundry in my building, which is like good. And sometimes I am like, I do bemoan it because it's not in my apartment, but then I just try to remember the days when I had to like leave my house to do laundry and I'm like, stop complaining. This is so much better.
There's always someone who's got it worse than you. There's someone who's got to wash their clothes in a bucket.
Yeah. So, but generally speaking, I like doing laundry because it just feels like I love my clothes. So then it's like, it's so nice to be like, oh my God, you're back, you know?
Oh yeah, that is so true. And like the first time I will wear a garment like a lot of times before I wash it. So it's like that first time you put on a pair of pants after it's been clean, it's like, oh yeah, exactly. Welcome back.
Yeah.
Well, and the folding and if you can get it out of the dryer while it's still warm, that is like
really nice.
Yeah, top tier. And it's also a chore that you see the results of. Like it's not just like pushing away a negative, like vacuuming or cleaning the stove or something. It's like you're just getting rid of gunk.
Yeah.
Like the laundry, you are making your clothes nice. Yeah, I get it.
Yeah. So yeah, that's one for sure. And then another one that's coming to mind, and it's something that was annoying for me, but now I changed the situation and it's better for me. And maybe I'm sure you compost. Do you compost? I don't know if you compost.
Oh, you're sure I compost. Even if I didn't, this is a place where I would lie and say that I did.
I compost. And I bring it to like the local community garden, but I had a bin, it's not like that big, but I hated the little bin that I had, and I would keep it out on my fire escape because it was like just stinky, and it just like made things just like more difficult and unpleasant. But I finally got like a metal one, and it just has like 2 filters in it, and like I'm keeping it in the apartment, and so far so good, and it just feels like good. And now I feel like I'm excited to bring this to the community garden.
This is a lesson for the listeners. A new bin can change everything.
It really has made me so much happier, which is so weird. But yeah.
No, I completely relate. 100%. The things as a homeowner, like the things that I get excited about now are like, it would make me shudder if you told me this a couple years ago. I replaced the toilet in my guest bathroom the other day, and now I'm like, that's my new toilet. Yeah, I'm really proud of it.
It's really nice.
People are coming over, and I'm showing them.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, this is a home improvement that I did that I'm also really proud of. When you're at like a coffee shop or something, and the bathroom lock has a little thing on it that says like vacant or occupied. Yeah. I put one of those on my home bathroom.
That's nice. That's very classy. Yeah.
I think it is kind of like amazing. I think every house, I'd never seen one in someone's house before, but I thought, wouldn't you like to know if someone was in the bathroom or not? Like maybe even more so at home than out at a bar or something. Maybe it's even more important not to walk in on someone you live with.
I also feel like when you're going to somebody else's house, you don't know their bathroom energy. So some people just always keep it closed, and then some people don't.
That's what it is. It's worse when a bathroom door is closed and there's no one in there, because you can never really know for sure that there's not someone in there. Yeah. And then you also, at a stranger's house, at a friend's house, you also don't really know if the door is locked or not. The lock where it's like the little button and then it unlocks when you turn it. Yeah. So evil. Because let me check if it's locked. Oh, it was. Now it's not.
Yeah.
Oops.
Yeah. I don't like that. Not
the
good.
Evil lock. Yeah.
Something that I realized is that actually the bin is right there. You can see it.
Wow. And that's for the Patreon exclusive subscribers who are, for $4.99 a month, you can see the mise en scène of the podcast.
Yes. 7. What's something that you can't get your head around?
That I can't get okay. I do think I should have gotten these questions in advance. I wish I had them. Can't get my head around. This should be easy, because there's plenty. I don't know. Let's come back to that one.
We can come back. 8. They're all surprise questions for you, but this one's a little bit more specific. If you had the questions in advance, you wouldn't have gotten this question.
Oh, okay.
And it's maybe a little bit abstract, but when I was trying to think of a question for this, I kept thinking about in your film, Billy this is a spoiler. So, if you haven't watched it yet, skip this maybe. But he, makes the decision to go and live with Glarba in the end, which to me was I was really struck by that decision. I was like, wow, and kind of just maybe because I was thinking about it in terms of my own life, like, could I like go and live with Glarba? You know what I mean? So like, do you think that you could live in like a radically different reality than what you're living in now? Like, do you think that you could just like make that decision to be like, sure, let's like try it out?
Could I drop everything and just have a whole different life? No,
but even just like a different, like not even, because it's like, I mean, I guess like their life, it is similar in that it seems like it's a nuclear family and stuff like that, but it's like underground. It's like different creatures, you know, it's like totally different in a lot of ways.
No, he's definitely stepped up to be a stepdad there. I think I couldn't do that. I also like, I have my own thoughts about kind of what happens after the end of the movie. Like I do have sort of a sequel in my head of like, well, what happens after the sort of initial shock of that decision has set in? Like what's Billy really going to do? I think in some ways, metaphorically, the message of the movie is we all do have the power to like drop out of things that aren't serving us or, you know, that we all have the power to change our lives. And sometimes that means like giving up things that you're kind of tethered to. I guess like the closest thing for me to that. So my producer's read of the end of the movie is like that him going underground was me moving to Pittsburgh and not being in New York anymore. And like sort of like pulling away from all of the chaos of New York that I couldn't really keep up with. Which I don't know. I think it's a stretch. I think she was mad that I left New York. And so like that's her read of it was like, oh, you loser.
Did you have like ties to Pittsburgh before, or was it just kind of like, this is where I'm going?
Yeah, it was somewhat random. I had a friend who I was visiting out here, and I really like Pittsburgh. I've given up on like trying to sell it to people because it's I don't want any more people to move here. I think it's kind of has the perfect number of people. It's very peaceful and quiet, and there is an art scene, but it's more of a normal city. But it's a really good city to visit for 3 days, because if it's nice out, you can like see everything and go to literally all 3 good restaurants that there are and like think it's the best city ever. So I kind of did that, and then I moved here and was like, oh, I pretty much have had the Pittsburgh experience already at this point. But it was more just like, it was something where I thought I would get out of New York for a year, and it ended up being, and now it's been about 7 years.
Yeah. Well, there must be things about it that
I love it.
Yeah.
But I also don't want anyone to move here because of me and then have a bad time.
Sure.
What I find, people do come and go from New York because it's not that far. And the reason everyone leaves is because they can't find a romantic partner here.
Interesting. In Pittsburgh?
In Pittsburgh, yes. Huh. I don't know what it is. The dating scene seems to be presenting challenges to people. I don't know. I don't even, it's something I can't wrap my head around. I don't even know.
There you go. You answered.
I'm trying to get credit for all my questions here.
Interesting, huh? I would think that it's easier in like a smaller city.
I think people who are used to the New York level of Tinder swiping, they might run through the entire available stock in like a day. You know,
that's true. I
don't know. I've been in a relationship for 16 years, so I don't know anything about any of the apps or anything. Yeah. So I'm like, good luck.
Yeah. And we need it. We need luck. Okay. So 9, what's something that you think is overrated?
Overrated. Oh, what's something that everyone's really liking that I can really shit on? Who's an animator that everyone really loves? What's overrated? Okay, here's one. No, I'm trying to think of like, I want to say something real. Okay, I'll just do a hot take that I don't fully believe. Going to Japan. I think we've seen enough of it at this point. Like we just okay, everyone's going to Japan.
Uh-huh. It is true. I feel like everybody is going to Japan.
It's obviously great.
Yeah.
And it's probably properly rated, actually. And maybe I'm a little jealous. I don't know.
Have you been?
I went a long time ago. Yeah. Yeah, I feel like there's something about like a white guy who goes to Japan more than once that like I think like it's a thin line that you walk. You don't want to be a guy who's too into Japan. What I found when I was there is like other white guys were like making eye contact with me and like giving me like this nod.
Yeah,
and
this
I'm like,
knowing look.
No,
not me.
No, don't talk to me while I'm here.
Yeah, that's hysterical. Yeah, I don't know. I've never been, but
well, you should go. It's completely underrated. No, it's really obviously it's very cool. It's like as you know, I haven't traveled the whole world, but it's like the most different place from America that I can think of. Yeah, which is worth something.
Yeah, totally. 10. What's underrated?
In Japan, they have these. Okay, this is something I wish we had here. On like every block in Tokyo are these coffee vending machines with hot coffee in them in cans, and they all have Tommy Lee Jones on them. Tommy Lee Jones? Why am I blanking on who that is? Okay, wow. This is maybe a big age gap reveal, like a generation gap reveal here. He's an actor who was in Men in Black, No Country for Old Men, The Fugitive.
Yeah. Love him.
So basically, I think for whatever reason, he is on all the coffee vending machines in Japan. Yeah. And it's underrated is probably not the right word, but I wish we had those here, or I wish we had more vending machines here.
Yeah, like more like interesting kind of stuff to come out of a vending machine.
Even the normal stuff, I feel like you're not seeing like a Pepsi vending machine anywhere anymore.
Oh, I don't know. I know my gym has one.
Yeah, the gym is sort of the last holdout of the vending machine. Yeah.
Why? So it's in a can, but it's hot?
They're keeping it hot in the machine.
Interesting.
In the can, and it doesn't explode. I don't know.
Is it hot to hold on your hand?
It's like warm in a way that feels good.
Nice. Okay. Interesting.
It's kind of just what you'd want.
Yeah.
And if you're a coffee drinker.
Why Tommy Lee Jones?
I guess my assumption is that at the height of his popularity, he had some sort of licensing deal, and he looked so good that they never replaced him.
Yeah, I love that. I wonder if people just are like, he's just the coffee guy. Like they don't know him beyond, like they don't know his acting career.
It's cool to think about. Like, I knew someone who was a really big fan of Scarlett Johansson's music and didn't know she was an actress.
Oh, that's so funny.
I really like that. Like the idea that you could be a fan of someone for something. Or there's like, I think it's Phil Collins who like he's like a huge model train collector.
Oh.
If it's not Phil Collins, if it's someone else, sound off in the comments and let me know. But whoever it is, it's someone like that. And like in the world of trains, like people care about him, but they don't care about his music.
Interesting.
But he's known for that.
Yeah. Huh.
And it's like, is that not good enough? Like, why do you have to sing and play the drums too? You know, just stick to the train stuff.
I'll say, I think Phil Collins is overrated.
Can I ask how old you are?
I'm 33.
So you were there for Tarzan, obviously.
Yes, I actually just rewatched Tarzan recently.
And even with that, you're still saying he's a little overrated.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not going to fight you on that. I think he has sort of like, he's come to represent this sort of like, oh, I wish it was the 90s attitude. Like this idea that like kind of the most boring, like adult contemporary culture of the end of the millennium was like the best we could have. I would never put on Phil Collins. Yeah. So yeah, we'll start a beef with Phil Collins here today.
We've landed on it.
I think he's probably a little a little overrated.
But also, like, he's not really, I feel like he's not, like, been super active lately. So maybe,
his daughter is Nepo. And so he's putting all of his energy into that, into passing it on to the next generation. Yeah. And calling in favors for her. That's probably a 24/7 job for him now. Get my daughter in a movie. You know who you're talking to?
Do you think she still needs that push? I feel like
she's like lifted off and like, what is she? I know the name obviously is Lily Collins. I'm not sure I know who she is or what she is in though.
You know Emily in Paris?
Oh, I've been meaning to watch it.
Yeah.
I was like hovering over it the other day. I was like, I saw those 5 seasons. I was like, once this starts for me. So she's Emily in Paris.
Yeah.
Well, good for her.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll have to check that out. No, she probably has like achieved full Nepo, like has lifted off and she could change her last name to something else now.
I remember the first time I saw her, but I didn't know who she was or anything. But the thing that was her most defining, like almost to her career, was like her eyebrows. Like I remember, like
hold on, let's see. We need to get Jamie. Could you pull up a picture of Lily Collins? Yeah, I can't say that she looks like Phil Collins that much.
No, not at all. You wouldn't know.
You'd never know if she was walking down the street. You'd never say that looks like someone who has half the DNA of Phil Collins.
Yeah. But yeah, like I feel like she was like famous for her eyebrows. And then now she's famous for actual like
in the 2010s, people like were obsessed with eyebrows.
Eyebrows were huge, and it was like a great time for me. Yeah.
What's the new eyebrow?
Skinny.
Being skinny is having
skinny eyebrows.
Skinny eyebrows?
Skinny, or some people are just like shaving them off or bleaching them. Like now we're going back.
Yeah.
To like less brow.
I definitely, when I see someone with the shaved eyebrows, I am intimidated and impressed. This is someone who's very serious about pushing the limits and someone that's not to be messed with.
Exactly. Yes. Emily in Paris. I forget. I feel like I really liked it in the beginning, and then it got weird. But people still love it, so it could just be a me thing. But I'm excited for you. She's
a young woman who goes to Paris and she has a career. Is that right? It's sort of like...
Yeah. It's like love and career and Paris. But then also I
need a show like that right now.
Yeah. It's really feel good and fun. And like there's a lot of really like fun and funny characters too.
I will be checking out Emily in Paris, and I want to thank our sponsor for this episode, Emily in Paris.
Netflix.
Who we were able to work that in like really seamlessly. I think felt like really an organic ad read.
It did. I agree. I think Netflix is going to be really happy with us. Okay, 11. What were you like in high school?
Ooh. I think I was kind of like a huge fucking loser, like a huge freak and a loser. I was in marching band. I was kind of an emo kid. I straightened my hair. I would say I was like pretty quiet and annoying. Okay. Yeah, and I sucked and rude and like really cranky all the time. And it was Florida, and I was always wearing like I was never wearing shorts. I was always overdressed and sweating a lot. That's how I remember high school. I was wearing like a sweater with a button-down shirt underneath it, and just like sweating like crazy. But like I had to do that for the look.
Yeah. The combination of being quiet and annoying seems difficult. And impressive.
Okay, yeah, I guess annoying is probably not the right word. Like I wasn't like really going out of my way to annoy people. I think I really wanted to be. I remember really just want to get through the days and be left alone in high school.
Yeah, I understand that.
Real shooter profile, like nothing like that, nothing like dark like that, more just and I wouldn't have had the energy or the wherewithal to pull off something like that. More just, I think like high school is really tough. And I think because of what we were talking about with the pandemic, like I'm trying very hard not to misremember it as being like perfect, but then also it was, it is kind of a very special time. A bunch of my friends from high school went to go see the movie because it was playing in Tampa over New Year's.
Yeah.
And I thought that was very sweet. And I guess they were talking to the staff about how they knew me, and they got to take home the poster. And like, it's kind of amazing that after it's been a really long time. I graduated high school in 2008. Like, it's pretty cool to still be in touch with people. And I don't know, I haven't been back to Tampa in a really long time. But I was back a lot on Google Street View when I was making the movie.
Sure. Yeah. I was curious about that because does it take place in Jupiter, or is it supposed to be Tampa?
It's sort of like it's sort of a broad overview of Central Florida. It's not really specifically anything. There are some towards the end when, and this is going to be a spoiler, when the alien character is making like a transmission, there are some coordinates that show up on the screen, and those are GPS coordinates for a swamp in Jupiter. So in that scene, they're in Jupiter, but it's sort of like the general Central Florida area. But it was like the towns that I was really looking at on Street View were like the towns outside Tampa. There was one town that we really used to like to go to called Tarpon Springs, and it's a sponge diving town. So like the whole economy is like built around sponges, and like the restaurants are called like the Sponge Restaurant, or like the Sponge Police Station, or the Sponge, like whatever. Like it's almost like a Disney World kind of thing. There's a little bit of that in the movie. Yeah.
And I think it's, very richly demonstrated in the film, like that Florida specific kind of thing, that culture.
Yeah, it's sort of me misremembering it. It's sort of like how I'd like to remember it. It's this dreamy pastel thing, or like this feeling of like mid-century magic that has sort of had some time to decay and rot, is how I think of Florida. I grew up near... we're back on Netflix shows here. Tiger King. So I grew up near the Big Cat Rescue from Tiger King.
Oh, wow.
Like that was a big local landmark. And everyone kind of knew something weird was going on there. But
yeah. Did you know any of those people?
Was I chilling with them? No.
Just like encountering them in town.
we honestly just ran in different circles. I don't know. I was more into my ducks and they were into their tigers. So we were sort of, But they were, everyone was cool. Like everyone got along. Like I'm telling a lie that I was like 16 years old, like chilling with the guy from Tiger King. It's kind of good. Yeah. Because who could ever prove it?
Nobody.
Like who could ever prove that I wasn't best friends with, what's the guy's name? Crazy Ron. It's not his name. Jamie, what's the guy from Tiger King who went to prison? He was trying to get Donald Trump to pardon him, and he's my best friend. And we were best friends, but I never endorsed anything he did. And I was always telling him, don't feed people to the tigers. I was always saying that.
Yeah. He should have listened to you.
Well, story of my life, Yeah.
Okay. 12, what characteristic are you most drawn to in other people?
I would say silliness.
Mm-hmm.
I think when I meet someone and they have no capacity to be silly, it's not going to work. I'm not going to be able to form any other kind of connection. And I feel sad for people who, someone who has no silliness in their heart.
Yeah.
Somebody who cannot, I understand people who don't want to just be joking all the time. Everything you say doesn't have to be ironic, but I think especially in a social situation when you're just meeting people, there's been a lot of talk about this on TikTok lately, like riffing and going with the bit, but, I don't really even understand someone who doesn't have silliness. I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah. I've been thinking about this too, having a sense of humor, but it doesn't necessarily mean that you have to be funny. It just means that you get that things are funny. And there are some people that don't.
Yeah. Yeah. You don't have to be like a comedian, but I think it's a sense that there is humor to things in the world, or like a sense that not everything is serious, and that like even if something is bad, that like it can be light and silly. Yeah, I think that's an important quality. And I'll say it to get through these times.
Yes.
And to those who aren't listening, I've changed my posture here and I'm doing sort of like the cool English teacher, like leaning forward to get through these times.
Yeah.
With everything and I'm waving my hands out with everything that's going on.
Okay. 13. What's the first work of art of any kind that made a meaningful impact on you as a child?
Ooh. Work of art. I'm trying to think. Okay, here's one that I think is relevant is like I remember watching Who Framed Roger Rabbit, and I asked my mom, because my mom had worked on commercials. I asked her if she had ever seen a cartoon in real life. Like,
Yeah.
I think I kind of thought the way it's presented in the movie is very convincing that they live in Toontown. And I knew that like we didn't have Toontown near us, but I thought maybe at work or something, there had been a cartoon in her office or something. And she was like, no, cartoons aren't real. Like people make them. And then like from that, she like in that moment, she like showed me how to make a flip book, and that would have been my first animation thing. And the first flip book that I made, we made them together. She made a flip book of like a flower blooming, and I made a flip book of a guy going up a diving board and jumping off of it. And then I didn't even realize this until way later. The first poster for Boys Go to Jupiter when it came out was a guy jumping off a diving board.
Yeah.
And I'm just like,
so
oh
funny.
my God. Oh my God.
Yeah.
It all just really just goes back to things that are so far back in your life that you kind of don't even remember them. And that has been on my mind a lot because I have a baby. And I'm like, what little tiny thing is she going to pick up on that like is a big part of her life? Like, 'cause she will imitate me going on the computer or me going on my phone. And I'm like, that is so bad. That's so bad that she ever saw me look at my phone. Like, oh no. And she thinks that's like what people do. And it is.
Yeah. Yeah. That's so funny. Yeah. You'll have to report back when
She's going to be taking over Glander Co. That's the plan. So
that's a good plan.
In 18 to 20 years, when I've given her the Nepo privileges, she can come on the show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Phil Collins treatment.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. So your mom's kind of like a little animator.
She was sort of like a little creative. Yeah. Like I always thought she was really good at drawing. Like she had the technique of like, a coloring book where you color inside the lines and then like you color the edges of the drawing like a little bit heavier. Like, do you know what I'm talking about? Like I thought she was always pretty good with the coloring book, and certainly a very creative person. She would like make clothes for us, and I don't know, just in her own ways was very creative. And then she worked, when I was growing up, she worked at a toy store, and that hanging out there had a big influence on me, I think. Just being around toys all the time, and and just looking at all the different toys and not being able to play with them or open them, like.
Yeah. That's like a unique kind of torture. I feel like for a child, it's like a very exciting place to be, I'm sure, but then you can't actually engage with it in the way that you want
and
to.
This was like, the era of like the Beanie Babies in the glass prisons, Yeah. Do you have any Beanie Babies? I think that my mom still has the ones that she had invested in. I have some good toys around here. Let's see. This is really not fair to the listener who doesn't get to see these. Within arm's reach, I do have the little classic Gumby dog toy who's been.
Yes.
It's probably no surprise. I'm a very big Gumby fan. That's that is sort of a work of art that has meant a lot to me through my life. I have, I would say, sort of a religious feeling towards him. Like when I see him, I'm like sort of overtaken with something. I just think he's perfect.
He is perfect. I have a t-shirt. I forget the guy's name. I'm sure you might have seen his, because he makes like these really funny t-shirts. It'll be like of cartoon characters or of, it's like that kind of like 90s looking kind of like t-shirt design of just like, I don't know, like it's very cutesy, but then it'll like say something like really crazy. And I have a t-shirt. It's like Gumby with, I forget the horse's name.
Pokey.
And
yeah, that's Gumby's best friend, so put some respect on his name.
Sorry.
And this is how serious I am about Gumby.
But it says something like, can a cowboy really radiate like loving kindness to the entire world? Something like that. But it's just like Gumby and Pokey. It's really cute.
So good.
Yeah, it's like, I love
it's
that.
It's so true.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah. I would say my two main qualities I look for in a person: silliness and appreciation of Gumby. That's sort of really. I'll let almost any other character flaw slide. Depending on how into Gumby someone is.
Yeah, everything else can be like forgiven.
I'll start a little animation drama here.
Okay.
This was like, I think this is probably okay to talk about. This was like 5 years ago. I was talking to somebody. And I was just asked, they were talking about what they were working on. They were like, yeah, I'm working on a edgy stoner reboot of Gumby.
Ooh.
And I said, you can't do it. You're not allowed to do that. It's not, you have to stop. I was like, you have to stop now. Let me talk to whoever's in charge of this, because that's not, even now I'm feeling emotional about it again. It's like, that's not what he stands for. That's not what, he's not a crude stoner. He's not like Rick and Morty. He's a good person and is pure and is for children. Like, just let me talk to whoever's in charge. Let me talk them out of, but I don't think that if that show got made, well, it obviously didn't get made. It may be one of these TV projects that is still in the process of getting made. It might get announced tomorrow. Yeah. The idea was Gumby and Pokey are stoners and getting into fucked up situations.
It's so weird. Yeah, it just doesn't sound right.
I'm not a gritty reboot guy either. That's something I think is pretty although probably not overrated, because people have sort of everyone's over it. The gritty reboot stuff, or the gritty take on beloved material. Yeah. Can we love our material again? Can we sincerely love things again? Yeah. Or do we need evil Garfield all the time?
Yeah, just, and also like, I think that there's something nice about just like, I mean, right now we're in like a media landscape where it's like the easiest money-making thing to do is to just like regurgitate media that people already like, you know, and they're gonna like, there's already like a built-in audience for it, so they just like do that. But so I don't know. I mean, I guess like I'm trying to say that like we're kind of working against like a system in a way, but like, yeah, I think that we should just like kind of leave things be right now.
Well, it's definitely, I would say it's the prevailing opinion. If you talk to people and ask people, it's like, anyone you talk to would say, I don't want to just watch IP and sequels all the time. And yet they're very successful. So is it that there's two different kinds of people out there? There's people who have that opinion and then people who go to movies, or are we not being honest? Because at the end of the day, what am I actually watching? Yeah. I'm watching 5 seasons of Emily in Paris. I'm watching Finding Mr. Christmas. Another guilty pleasure. I know this isn't on the questionnaire. Season 2 of Beast Games comes out tomorrow. My favorite show on TV.
Okay, I'm not familiar with it actually.
Okay, it's a Mr. Beast reality show on Amazon Prime, and it's sort of, if you're familiar with Mr. Beast at all, he abuses people basically for money. He puts people through psychological challenges, and it's very base, and it's there's something about it that I just can't get enough of. And again, this is maybe something that media can do. Maybe more animators should be doing this. Reach into the darkness within people. You know, satisfy people's most vulgar, base impulses to watch people get hurt and watch people suffer on Amazon Prime. And that's thanks to our second sponsor, Beast Games, and thanks and before I forget, thank you to our third sponsor, Stoner Gumby, which is premiering on Spike TV coming this fall.
Yes, thank you both. Okay, 14. Which animator do you most admire?
Animator. I've been watching the Peanuts specials a lot recently. I got a VCR and I've been watching a lot of VHS tapes, and
Nice.
I really like the kind of economy of animation that they use in those. In the credits, they don't call them animators. They call it graphic blandishment, which is just a term that Charles Schultz made up.
That's so funny.
But I think it's kind of cool because it's like, well, it kind of makes you think about what animation is. To him, it's like, I think like he sees the animation in the Peanut specials as like a dressing up or an activation of his cartoon frames, which are already perfect. And that is something that I think I took a lot of into Boys Go to Jupiter. Like this idea that like it, like the animation as like movement is only one piece of the whole product. And it doesn't have to be the most important piece because it's so expensive. Even if you're doing it yourself, like it's very time and labor expensive. So yeah, I really like, I guess he's probably not the animator. It's this guy, Bill Melendez, is usually credited as the director or whatever, as the top dog in the Great Pumpkin Patch. Yeah, that's kind of the first one that came to mind.
Yeah, I love that. That's a good. I feel like people aren't talking enough about the Peanuts on this podcast, so I appreciate.
Who is everyone else talking about?
I don't know. I'm in terms of who people admire. You know who comes up a lot? Blanking on his name. He did Mind Games.
Masaki Uasa. That's probably who I guess. And it's the opposite of what I'm talking about.
Yeah, totally.
Like, I think he definitely. I watch that stuff and my stomach drops because I'm just like, that's so far from anything that I would ever be able to do. Like the idea of just throwing yourself at the page over and over and putting so much precise technical work into it. Yeah. But it's fantastic stuff. So yeah, that's not surprising actually.
Yeah. But yeah, Peanuts, the best.
Yeah. For the lazy animator, for the animator who doesn't like to draw, which I don't think they're like, I would say I'm someone who doesn't like to draw,
really?
Which I think makes me a freak of nature in the animation world.
I mean, I feel like it's good to be able to draw for any type of animation, but do you feel like maybe it's just like because you're more in like 3D that it's like less necessary?
I think I've built the whole world for myself around not being able to draw. Because I definitely I grew up not thinking that I was going to be an artist, or like my idea of what an artist was so far from like my idea of myself. Like I think growing up, I was kind of more science minded. And then it became very clear at around 14 or 15 that I did not have what it takes to be a scientist. And as doors started closing for me, I ended up working in advertising, and then I became an animator through that. But yeah, I think like for me, like working in 3D, it's a lot more like playing with Legos or playing The Sims or Minecraft than it is like drawing. Like there's more of a staging and organizing and sculpting element to it. I also find, and this may be a hot take, I find that working off of storyboards is really not fun. Like to me, it always feels like, even if they're my own boards, it feels like I'm just like coloring in a coloring book or like following instructions, putting together IKEA furniture. Like I really liked on Boys Go to Jupiter, especially having the spontaneity of like, I know what the voice performance is, but I don't know what it's going to look like. And today my job is to figure that out in Blender and move the camera around and find crazy stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, I think there can be. I think a lot of animators don't like think about like improvising in their practice, but I think it can be a really valuable and exciting tool to try to implement. Mm-hmm.
I think there's a million ways to do it, and I'm very obviously. This is coming from a place of insecurity of when I see good technical animation, it just makes me sick with jealousy.
Yeah. Well, there's all ways to do it. What kinds of ways to do it?
That's the beauty of it.
Yeah, totally. 15, what character from an animation do you relate to the most?
Well, we had Gumby.
Yes.
Okay, this is very strange that this popped into my head, but I'll be honest about it, and then we'll try to work out what it means.
We'll talk it out.
In Space Jam, when the basketball guys get shrunk back down into like the little pathetic guys, and they're like, like that's what just came into my head.
What is it about that then you resonate with?
I think like they're like, well, okay, I'm picturing it. I don't know if this is even in the movie or so I'm inventing it. You've seen the original Space Jam, I'm assuming. No, again, this is something where it's like, okay.
I have like really bad holes. Like
no, that's a huge one. I'm not sure.
I know.
I'm trying to say it's because of your age, but I'm not sure that's an excuse here because that you would have been completely in the.
No, I totally was. I don't know why I never saw it. No idea. Couldn't tell you why I never saw it.
So let me give you. I'll try to make this as succinct as possible.
Yeah.
To create context here, in Space Jam, Michael Jordan and the Looney Tunes have to go play a basketball game against these like big. They're aliens and they steal their powers from famous basketball players around the country.
Yeah.
And so they're like big jacked aliens.
Yeah.
And then when the Looney Tunes and Michael Jordan beat them, spoiler, they like shrink into these like little melty, pathetic guys.
Yeah.
And that's me.
Yeah. But what is it? Like, what is it?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't really feel in my day-to-day life. Well, I would say like I do often feel very melty. Mm-hmm. Like I often feel like we were talking about how I just woke up from a nap, but I kind of feel like I always just woke up from a nap. Like I'm always in some sort of puddle of goo of my own making. Yeah. So I think it's like the way that I think modern life has rendered us like as into formless blobs. Like I don't know.
Yeah. There's just something there.
There's something there, and it's something that I'm going to have to think about a lot. And it's not your problem. It's my problem. But I do think it's like, if you want to have a podcast, I think you should watch Space Jam.
I know. I will.
This is going to keep coming up.
No, I know.
You know, other guests are going to want to talk about this movie. I don't even think it's like that good. Like it's like kind of in that Phil Collins world where it's become like a tent pole of 90s nostalgia. Like, or it's like kind of semi-ironic, like, oh, space. It's okay. It's an okay movie.
I feel like I engaged most with like the merchandise. Like that's what I was actually like
everywhere.
The most like in my face, not the movie itself somehow.
So you've it's probably one of those movies that you have experienced through osmosis.
Like I mean, you describing the plot, I'm like, yeah. You know
what I mean? Makes sense that Bugs Bunny would be and Michael Jordan would be on the team together, of course. It's kind of the only way that the movie could be.
Yeah. But I mean, anytime that like something comes up on the podcast that I haven't seen, I try to make a point. Or if I haven't seen it in a while, I try to make a point of like revisiting it so that I'm.
Well, I'll have another hot take, which is I think it's good to have huge blind spots. Or I think it's good to not have the exact same cultural base as everyone else.
Yeah. Even
if that means not having seen like huge.
Yeah.
And Space Jam is not really huge. It's not really.
It's kind of huge.
It's only huge if you want to be like, I'm a 90s kid, which no one is bad. That's bad. Like that's a bad shtick anyway. So
yeah, I feel like it's like out of trend now.
It makes you an old millennial to do stuff like that. It's not cute anymore.
Yeah. Totally. Okay. 16. What character from an animation do you or did you have a crush on?
Wait, I was just thinking about this. Green M&M.
Yeah.
Oh my God, are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Yeah, wow.
Wow.
Okay, wow. And it's still to this day.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's someone who's, I mean, you just animated or otherwise, you know.
Just seeing a green M&M.
Imagine you're walking down the street. Everyone else is just normal, and then you see this big green circle, pink legs, knee-high stockings, high heels. Oh, but do you remember the controversy a couple years ago? They changed her shoes.
What'd they change them to?
She's just wearing like Keds now. Like they were like I don't know if she was too sexy or what, but they sort of like they toned it down, and then I think like Tucker Carlson was upset about it. Like it was like M&Ms have gone woke.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nothing is safe.
No.
Nothing is safe from the culture wars.
No.
You would hope to have a moment like that as an animator, you know.
to encounter the green M&M.
Yeah.
I also was just thinking.
I'm like no longer paying attention because I'm looking at pictures of the green M&M now.
God. I also, when you said like just like seeing a green M&M, like just even seeing like an actual. I'm not like thinking about her when I'm seeing M&Ms. Okay.
Right? Okay, I see what you're saying. Like, well, that's also like the classic cliche of like if someone's a diva, they're asking for all green M&Ms in their dressing room. I kind of can see why.
Yeah.
And it was an urban legend for a while that there was like aphrodisiac properties to the dye in the green M&M.
Green M&M.
Yeah.
That's insane. Probably because like red dye has turned out to be really bad. But I haven't heard anything about green.
Green is probably next. Like once Red 40 has been taken care of, it's like you know, with the green dye factory, they're like, we're next. You know, they're drawing this out, but probably all the dyes, and then they'll have like there's this new trend of like kind of like fancy healthy candies, like you know, like they're like a fancy version of Starburst, and they cost $5 for a little pack of them. Like we'll be getting that for M&Ms, and they'll all be like earth tones.
Yeah,
like
little turds,
natural flavored M&Ms.
Yeah.
The natural dyed look of like a washed out blue M&M.
Yeah. Whatever.
I think you got to make your little trade-offs. Yeah. One of my big treats is I'm really big on Diet Coke, and I think how bad it is for me is what makes it so appealing. Yeah. You know, you're just like, oh, I really shouldn't. Oh, this is the one thing I've really has no value to me. I have to have it. Yeah.
Somebody on the podcast recently referred to it as fridge cigs.
That's so true. That's exactly what it is. It has the same feeling. It's also something very 90s about it. Totally. I feel like Sarah Jessica Parker when I'm having a Diet Coke.
I feel like the branding hasn't changed.
Well,
since the 90s.
When you've got the perfect thing.
Yeah, because that color combination's very 90s, because it's like kind of like silver and red.
It's a 90s silver for sure. Yeah, you couldn't come out with that now. You would have to, if you're coming out with a new soda now, it has to have the little walking guy on it. You know, you know what I'm talking about? The little guy that has like the rubber, like the sort of like old timey Mickey Mouse gloves and feet, and it's like on everything.
What is it meant to indicate?
Like it's okay. I'm not talking about a specific guy. I'm talking about it's like if it's a pizza place, it's a slice of pizza who has arms and legs.
Oh, I see.
I see. Like, yeah. Like I feel like I'm seeing a lot of that. That's the only thing in design that I'm seeing. Yeah.
You just put out recently your like design.
Yes.
Yeah.
Buy, sell, holds for the coming year.
Yeah. Any insights you want to share?
I'm trying to think. Okay, I think I could probably pull those up, although I'm not sure anyone cares.
I liked reading it.
I'm trying to think of specific animation buy, sell, holds for the coming year. I think I'm seeing Stratacut a lot, and that's going to keep rising. Yeah. I think it's probably a hold on Blender. I would say don't start now if you're If you haven't started yet, we've got enough people doing it, so that's a hold.
Yeah.
And for a sell in animation, what should the animation community as a whole sell?
I mean, I think there's plenty to sell, but like, I guess like what's like smart to sell, you know, like what makes good business sense to sell. I don't know.
I know this is where I don't want to be a hater, but I'm trying to think what I really don't like when I see it on my Instagram Explorer.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll say Garfield. I think we're done with Garfield.
Okay.
And I know there's going to be people out there who don't want to hear that. I know there's going to be people listening who have 10,000 Instagram followers because they've been doing Stoner Garfield stuff, you know, and it really does hit the algorithm. I think it's time to move on from Garfield. We've explored it. We've seen it.
Yeah.
We get it. He was this decade's sort of, you know, they were doing it a lot with Bart Simpson prior to this. It's time to find the next one.
Okay. Well, excited to see what is next.
Tommy Lee Jones.
Yeah, that's a great one. Yeah.
If you can draw Tommy Lee Jones, you can draw anything.
Yeah, I think that's probably true.
He is in my favorite movie.
Yeah.
It's not animated, but he's animated in it. It's a movie called Small Soldiers.
Oh.
It's a 90s, again, it's sort of a piece of 90s slop. But it's like these little army toys. They're like smart army toys that come to life and like take over a little boy's house. And he's like the commander of the army toys. And it's something it could be worth checking out if you really run out of things to watch.
Okay. Well, to go to a favorite other feature, 17, what's your favorite feature animation?
Feature animation.
Yeah. Other than Boys Go to Jupiter.
Okay, I think have you seen The Point?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's sort of, I saw that for the first time in the pandemic. I've probably watched it 5 times since then. For the listeners who don't know, I think it's on Tubi right now. It's a musical based on the music of Harry Nilsson. It's done in this sort of, I would call it like a Schoolhouse Rock, Yellow Submarine kind of style, like a very 70s style. Really fun animated movie. And again, I think this is like what I have come to understand. What I really like are the animation projects where you can kind of really see how it's done. Like Fantastic Planet is another one where it's like, oh, that's just like a drawing that someone did, and now it's up there on the screen. Like there's not, you know, The Lion King is great, but it's so far from like anything. Like I would never be able to connect to that on like a creative level. Like that is like purely just like washes over you. But then there's so much great animated stuff that's like, I love when 3 circles is a snowman, you know? I love when a little shape, like a little M in the sky is a bird. Like that's what because it makes me want to make stuff. Yeah. So The Point is definitely one of those that I saw that and Fantastic Planet. And I thought, well, maybe there's a way to make a feature here.
Yeah. Amazing. Good inspo. 18, what's your favorite short or TV animation, or both? Ooh.
I'm trying to think of a short. Okay, I saw a short that I really liked this year. I don't remember what it was called. And maybe you'll know what I'm talking about. You maybe not. It was at a lot of the animation festivals. It's these little bugs that are made out of bendy straws, and it was 3D animation. And if I could find this on Instagram, I think I liked it or favorited it within the last couple of days. So if I can find this in the next couple seconds.
Yes.
No, and I don't know what would make me think that I could. But I will
You'll find it.
I'll find it and sound off in the comments.
Okay, sounds good.
Maybe someone else who's listening will know what I'm talking about. It's it's like a series of shots of like little spiders and bugs that are made out of straws, like a straw that you would drink McDonald's Diet Coke out of. I loved it.
Yeah, it's not ringing a bell, but it sounds cute. Sounds good. 19. I know you work with a lot of clients and stuff like that. So this
who's the worst client I've ever had?
No, but this might be like a little bit of a spicy. What's the biggest money that you've turned down?
Ooh, that's a really good question. Okay, this kind of counts, but it kind of doesn't.
Okay.
But I had a producer reach out to me. This was a really long time ago, like 10 years ago or more. No, probably around 10 years ago. Reach out and say, can you get on a call? I have a project I want to talk to you about. And they wouldn't tell me who it was. Like being very evasive. So we get on the call and they were basically like, it's a tobacco company and they want to like make these little animations that show that like they're making tobacco better for you, or like it's like they're trying to in the same way that the green dye companies are trying to get out ahead of things. It was like they want to make these little animations of like, look, we're actually making tobacco a little safer because there's this new piece of goo that we're putting in the cigarette or whatever it is. But I said, I really can't do that. Mm-hmm. And the producer said, do you want to know how much money it would be? Yeah. And I said, no, don't even tell me.
Yeah.
So I kind of like, so I don't know.
Yeah. It probably was a lot.
Well, there's multiple scenarios here where it's like, if it was like $1 billion, then I would have to spend the rest of my life being like, maybe I should have taken to that.
It wasn't $1 billion.
It wasn't $1 billion. But because I never found out, I could tell myself it was and be very proud of myself.
Yeah.
Because like if they had said, it's $50, then it wouldn't have been like a moral victory for me.
I see. Yeah.
It's I think like not knowing how much, like I think like being able to say like it doesn't matter how much money it is, I can't do it. Yeah, is like I think it's something that everyone has to do at some point in their career. And that's how you know who you are and where your line is. And it's hard because it's like, well, we all take on jobs for companies that we don't agree with, and most of the time it's pretty blurry. Mm-hmm. That one I think is pretty clear. I think everyone kind of knows there are certain companies that you would just be really embarrassed by. Oh my God, I'm getting a call. Look who's calling me.
TikTok
is calling me. What are you talking about? Why?
Wait,
what is that?
Is it a phone call like through TikTok? Like, you know how like sometimes
like you can you accidentally call someone on Instagram.
Yeah.
I don't know what that is. I'm not going to answer. It's like an answer and it's just like the Costco guys. Like it's I haven't opened up the app in 3 hours and they're worried about me, so they're just like they start playing TikToks in my ear.
Yeah. Like we'll say that like you turned out $1 billion just for your like moral.
It's a show record. No one's even come close to that on the show.
No. 20. When did you feel most discouraged about pursuing your creative path?
Most discouraged. I think probably the worst, the most washed up and old and like completely failed I felt was when I was like 23 or 24. Like when things like didn't instantly work out right when I came out of school. And there was definitely moments I really didn't think that I'd be sitting here after more than 10 years still working out of my house. I really thought that I would kind of goof around in the arts for a while and then at some point end up in a more corporate structured job. But I think the most discouraged I felt was when I was like 23 and like Girls came out and I was like, Lena Dunham's like 25 and she has a show. I don't have a show. What did I do wrong? Do you remember when Jessica Walsh took over at Steven Sagmeister's company and they had this like nude photo that they put out? This is again, this is an age difference thing, but it was a huge deal. She was like 25 and she was taking over this huge design firm and they announced it with a nude photo of her and Steven Sagmeister. And I remember being like, well, I'm 24. I still have all my clothes on and I'm not I think like that age where it's like, you can see so much like rare young success around you. Like, I was in a band and some of the people I knew were like getting amazing record deals or getting on the radio. And like, those are freak accidents or like not even freak accidents, but it's like, those are not normal things to happen to a 22 or 23-year-old. And, as time passed, it's just a part of growing up is like how, what 30 under 30 thing I was doing like mattered less and less. But But yeah, right out of school, it's, again, because I studied advertising and then I found out really quickly that that wasn't what I wanted to work on. It took me like kind of a long time to recalibrate from that.
Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense. So, okay, then I'm curious. So for 21, what would your 23-year-old self then say if they saw what you were up to now?
Again, I think they would retch because I've become such a normie middle-aged man.
I don't think it's normie to have a feature film.
No, that's true. That's true. More in my day-to-day though, like the stuff that I'm doing now is like really like boring old guy stuff, like gardening, woodworking, cooking, just like being like exercising, like that's something that I was pretty strongly against. Yeah, I think my expectations were also so high that my 23-year-old self would be like, oh my God, it took you 12 years to put out a feature. You're supposed to have you should have 10 features under your belt by 35, you know? Like that's where my head was at. And it's obviously the wrong approach to life, but I think that's pretty common, and it's like I don't even want to give advice on it because I think that's something everyone has to go through.
Yeah. Kind of shedding your it's almost like toxic ideas of like what a life is and what a career is, like when you're younger.
Well, also,
I think sometimes
I'm such a millennial. I don't think young people now have such high expectations for their lives. Like me and everyone I knew thought that we were all going to get our dream jobs and be famous and be millionaires and change the world. And, you know, this was the Obama era where that seemed like it was possible. Now I think it's probably swung so far in the opposite direction. Where if like, you know, someone who's coming out of college now is in total despair. And, you know, again, the healthy thing is probably somewhere in the middle, but I got my own life to worry about. So I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah. Totally. 22. If a crystal ball could tell you the truth about yourself, your life, the future, or whatever else, what would you want to know?
Wow. I'm going to say, I think like in going with some of the way this conversation has gone, I would say it's better not to look into the crystal ball. Yeah. I think it would be, I don't think there's anything in the ball that would lead to good outcomes for me.
I think that's
kind of the point of life is not knowing how it's going to go or when you're going to die or what's going to happen to you. I definitely, it's like, if there's something I really need to know about, if it was like, you're going to get hit by a car in 3 days. Unless, you know, unless you don't go down,
you can prevent something
like, I guess that like any upcoming car accidents in the next 6 months.
You'd like to know. Makes sense.
I don't know.
I think that's a very reasonable.
That's a very mature answer. I'm not sure that's how I would really handle the situation. And again, lying is allowed on here.
Yeah, totally. 23, what's your most life-defining decision?
My most life-defining decision? I guess, wow, that's so hard. I guess well, actually it's not hard. To be a dad, it's like, that is like, it's actually an easy answer. I was hoping for more of a good answer, but it's like, it is how everyone says it is. It changes everything. It changes the way you think about yourself, and it gives your life and everything you do a whole new purpose. And it also like makes other things not feel very important, which I really like. Like an email that used to be able to ruin my day cannot ruin my day anymore. Because my day is being ruined by so many other things. Yeah.
Well, I think it's an easy and good answer.
Okay.
And then last question. What do you want to plug? I mean, we're plugging Boys Go to Jupiter, of course, but, you know, go crazy.
I can plug anything.
Whatever you want.
I'm going to plug a bakery that I really like. Called 5 Points Bakery here in Pittsburgh.
Nice.
great coffee, baked goods, great friendly staff, great ambiance. This is a little bit. Again, I feel like I actually did want these answers in advance because I've been grasping. I'm looking out my window at this bakery, and so that's why I picked it. But it was great. So that'll be my plug for the episode.
Love it. Hope to visit Pittsburgh one day so I can try it out.
It is not changing, so there's no rush.
Okay, good to know.
Yeah.
And then I guess the last thing that I was thinking about before we end is that there's one line in the movie that I'm obsessed with. And again, spoiler, but you have to remind me exactly what the words are. But I think it's when Billy is in that really long conversation with the hot dog stand and he ends the conversation. What is that line that he says?
He's like, how long is this conversation going to go on for?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's so funny. And I think about it often. And then it's just kind of a perfect thing to say to somebody, but you can't say to somebody.
No, but I wish you could. It's this is the beauty of writing your movie. Yeah. You can say those things that you want. There's the line that is most true, I think, to me is Joe Perez's character says something nice to the main character Billy, and then he goes, "Now you give me a compliment."
Yes. Yes. Yeah, there's so many of those moments in the film. But yeah, it felt like a good
that's a good
line
end. You could pull the clip from the movie, just end it with that. It's you're hitting the soundboard and then the toilet flush sound, and then we're out like Howard Stern.
Yeah, love it. I'll work on it. All right. Well, thank you so much, Julian. I'm really glad that we were able to
this
chat.
This is great.
Yeah, so
I'm
fun.
a real fan of the show.
Oh, thanks.
And I'm very honored to be on it.
I'm honored to have you on.
I wish we could do it in person.
Yes.
We'll meet up next time I'm in New York, and we'll have, now that we've got all these questions out of the way.
Yeah.
We talk about something else. We talk about you.
Yeah. I can answer the questions. Sounds good. But yeah, hope to see you soon. And,
all right.
Enjoy the rest of your week. This podcast is recorded, edited, and produced by me, India Lombardi-Bello. Digital marketing assistance by Arnesh Kundu. Music by Cloutmeyer. Design by Sawyer Rippon. Special thanks to Kayla Heyer, Christy Kish, Michael Dendero, and my mom and dad.